Boalsburg itself, the community of Boalsburg, is filled with a lot of history, and many people here are proud of its Civil War heritage.
Gary Sinderson is taking a look at that.
We looked at the census in 1860, and there were 2,000 people that lived in Harris Township at that time.
Local historian Robert Hazleton has worked with others in painting a picture of Boalsburg during the Civil War, where it was an uncertain era.
And the threat of the war being so close, it was in Chambersburg, they burned Chambersburg, it was in Gettysburg, so these people didn't know what was going to happen in Boalsburg.
This statue of three ladies depicts Boalsburg's claim to being the birthplace of Memorial Day. In 1864, Emma Hunter, Elizabeth Myers, and Sophie Keller gather in the town cemetery to place flowers on the graves of loved ones and other veterans.
Of the three women, one had lost a son and the other had lost her father, and it makes sense. The families knew each other, and it makes sense that they might show up and decorate the graves together.
In the statue, it's the grave of Dr. Reuben Hunter that's depicted. Hunter's family had ties to the town's well-known tavern.
Reuben and his family lived across the street in that house that's on the corner.
Duffy's?
Yeah, across from Duffy's.
The three ladies with a single mission and different backgrounds.
We think Elizabeth Myers' family was really scraping by. They ended up, they had a farm they bought in 1855 west of Boalsburg. The other two ladies lived here in town, and they were more well-to-do.
Their trek to the cemetery became an annual event in Boalsburg, documented by another man in a diary he began a few years later.
He started it, I think, in 68, maybe, 1868. But he kept track of the attendance, the weather, who the speaker was, and he did that for years and years. So it was a tradition back then.
Which documents Boalsburg's claim to the earliest Memorial Day in the country. The three ladies statue also thought to be one of the few in the nation dedicated to civilian women and the contribution they provided during wartime.